Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Al. We're sporting my Guardian grappling and jiu-jitsu shirt today. There's my coach right there. That's an actual picture of him. That actually happened. Rear naked choke on that alligator. Yeah, that was an epic day. So today I want to talk about how you can get some extra training in regardless of your living situation. You know, you can always go to the gym, but I don't know, sometimes if you're at home and you have a little space to put a mat down, you get a little chunk of mat, even if it's like a 5x5, a 6x6 is great, 10x10 even better if you've got the space. But not everybody has the space. Also, not everybody has the money to buy a mat, because they're like, a good mat's like $500. But if you ask around, ask your coach, ask like some, go to a high school, ask the wrestling coach. A lot of times jiu-jitsu people know the wrestling coaches. It's just sort of, especially down here in South Florida, wrestling is so prominent that, you just ask a couple of people and somebody knows. Somebody's bound to have an old mat or something rolled up in the corner of their patio or maybe at school. That's sort of what happened with us at Guardian. They said, hey, we got a couple of old red wrestling mats, and that's what we put in our facility. I don't own the facility. I train. I'm a white belt. I've been training for about, I guess, a little over 6 months. I'm 36 years old, and I'm in there training with, 18-year-olds up to, 25. There's not many guys my age. There's one guy older than me. He's about to be 49. He's a teacher at high school. Man, he's a trooper. I hope I can still do this when I'm that age. I mean, he's got over 10 years on me, but he's doing good. So I was getting at is, try to get yourself a mat. You don't have to buy a mat. You can make your own, but if you can just ask around, be patient. One might fall on your lap. Try to get, even if it's some pieces, some chunks, tape them together. Now, as far as space, you think like, oh, I gotta have this dedicated space. I gotta have this big room. At the gym is where you're gonna need all that space. Sure, it'd be nice to have it at home so you could actually do some rolls with people. But sometimes you don't have that amount of space, and all so you got to save that for when you're at the gym. But when you're at home, even if you can dedicate a little tiny space for a mat, you can do all sorts of stuff on the mat. Let me show you my situation. I scored a couple of chunks of mat, and I just threw them on the floor, and man, now I can do all sorts of stuff. Let me show you. As you can see, I live in a camper. This is my place. It's a little messy. Sorry about that. But I don't have all that much room. It doesn't seem like all that much. So these mats are about, I'd say, 4.5, 5 feet on the skinny way, like this way. And I just put two pieces together, and it does seem, I guess it doesn't seem very big when you look at it through the phone, and it's not a lot of space, but I am making it work. Let me show you what is possible. Let's say you're a wrestler or grappler or gymnast or anything. I mean, you can get your stance, move around. You can shadow wrestle. You can do all sorts. Boom. Right? There's plenty of space to do all sorts of stuff. Even back rolls, forward rolls. Right? You could do your stretching, your hip thrusts. You could do your bridges. You could stretch out. So even if you have just a tiny little bit of space, you can make it work. You can do all sorts of stuff. Because believe me, just being able to shadow wrestle in here, and you take that skill will transfer over. It'll still make you better. Sure, you can't necessarily live roll, but I'm pretty sure you freaking live roll plenty in the gym anyway. It's more of the honing of the little details of each individual move. So fucking, make it work. This is where I live. I live here because I'm not paying an astronomical rent fee somewhere else down here in South Florida. So this is what I got, and this is what I'm gonna make work, and I'm loving it. And man, ever since I put it down, I've been using it. Not only for grappling and not only for training. It could just be like, you know, I'm a bit limited in seating space. I've got this couch, and you got the dining set over there. But you know, let's say you wanted to just, I got my TV right. This phone is leaning up against the TV right now. So like I could just lay down here, you know. I could lay down. I could watch the TV, play a game, you know. Or like if I just want to rest on a nice flat surface, I could lay down like this. I like this. You know, it's all good. Make it work. I think the hardest part is finding the mats. But I tell you, you know, all I had to do was cut it right there. I cut this little corner out, and it worked. And you know what I used to cut this? It's just foam. It's a high quality, very high quality foam. I used a razor knife. I had to cut it once, and then cut it deeper, and then I had to lift it up to finish the cut. You know, but you know, I'm happy with what I got. And it helps me train a little more, helps me stretch more, which is, I think, very important for someone who's getting up there in the years, as far as jiu-jitsu years, you know. I'm not saying I'm old, but I guess I am for jiu-jitsu. So that's it, man. You know, make it work. Whatever you got, make it work. Try to score some mats, throw it in the house. And, you know, even if you don't want to leave them down permanent like I do, I like it. I walk in my house and I take my shoes off at the front door and step onto the mat, and I'm like on a mat. I go to the gym on a mat. At home, I'm on a mat. And yeah, I mean, you know, it's softer on the knees. I like the feeling on the feet. You always feel like you're training or like in the gym, which is one of my favorite places to be nowadays. It's like jiu-jitsu has become a sort of a religion for me, and not necessarily the sport, but the gym. You go there and all life's worries kind of just fade away. So at least while you're there, nothing else exists except for jiu-jitsu, guardian jiu-jitsu. Thanks a lot, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm gonna start making more jiu-jitsu content because I'm doing it quite a bit now, and I want to become more a part of the community. And I feel like I could learn a lot from you guys, and hopefully as I gain skills, you'll be able to learn some stuff from me as well. So make sure and like the video. At least give me a like. That'd be great. It helps out a lot. You could subscribe if you want to learn or see any stuff about jiu-jitsu, or I'm also a handyman, and I've got a couple of motorcycles. I make videos occasionally, but typically the jiu-jitsu and the handyman work is what I do. I might make a separate channel for one of them. I'm not sure which one yet, but if you're interested in that, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, tell me what you think, and see you later. Bye.